Hi everyone, welcome back to our discussions on nurturing the human psyche. Previously, I shared with you the first stage, which is the total reliance or basic trust. Then we proceeded with the states of independence that occurs between 2 to 4 years old. And now sharing with you the third one, the stage of initiative between 4 to 6 years old. Okay. I'd like to share with you this picture. It's depicts a picture of my son and my mother. Um, every time my mother would come to visit to here in Manila from the province, we see to it that my little boy, would always have this excitement, no excitement to bond with her, with the grandmother. Kasi this is a rare opportunity for the child, not just to interact with kids, uh, about his age, but also to experience interacting with adults and also with the elderly, tulad ng kanyang lola. And this is also a rare opportunity since mag-isa na lang ang kanyang grandparents. No? Si lola na lang ang natitira. And also, part of the training is to connect with lola, heart to heart, meaning to say, he also has this opportunity to care for lola, for the elder, what it's like to respect for lola, to look for the needs of the other person, like Lola. Okay, so hindi lang kami ang lagi niyang kasama, pero may chance din na makasama niya pa yung ibang member of the family. So most of the time, there are just three of us in our house. And that's it. Okay. I also wanted to share with you one of the conversation I had with him during our meal time, no, during our breakfast, one of our breakfasts. And this is just one of the series of questions that he had previously. So it's a good thing that I know when he asks questions, although I don't have all the answer right away. I don't have the answer right away, pero knowing a child will always keep on repeating the same question. Then I had a chance to prepare when when he asked the same thing. So here, sabi niya, ang tanong niya dito is about being fast, no? So my little boy, Mom, among millions of sperms, how did it made it first? Was it because I'm fast? So I said, actually, I don't have the answer, anak. But God says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. So anak, it's not about your being fast. It is because even before you were born, God has already his eye on you. He has set you apart among other sperms. So my little boy, so I'm the only one special. I said, everyone you see around is special in God and are also set apart for certain purpose and destiny. And he said, that makes me lucky. And I answer back, not lucky anak. Lucky is like gambling, random or natural selection process. The more appropriate word is you are chosen. So as everyone, he chose you to live so he can share every good things he has in his mind and heart with you, including heaven. My little boy, what do people see and do when they get to heaven? It's different from here on earth. No more sickness like COVID-19, no more pain, and the thrill and excitement is far better than fantasy or fairy tale. So we can expect the best surprise. My little boy, does that mean, Mom, no more gadget or computer in heaven? Yes, anak, my little boy. Mom, how about Roblox? See? Kahit anong pag-uusap in the process, lalabas at lalabas pa rin yung kanyang uh, childishness. So, concerned pa rin siya na sana sa heaven meron din Roblox. Okay. So, what's needed to create initiative during this stage? Number one, to be affirmed in accomplishment. So, it's crucial for the child while growing up to this stage, no, that the accomplishment has to be noted and affirmed. So what's the affirmation? Affirmation is different from just simply giving compliments because affirmation has to touch the core of the person, of the child. For example, if the child is fond of drawing, making drawings, instead of just affirming the drawing itself, the outcome, ano, na, anak, ang ganda ng drawing. Gusto ko yung na-drawing mo. It's better to affirm the character of the child, the taste of the child. For example, anak, ang ganda ng taste mo sa drawing. Ang ganda ng taste mo. I like your choices of colors. I like your style. I like the way you visualize it. I like your design. Okay, pwedeng you affirm the character behind also the effort, no? Yung kanyang, you can affirm yung kanyang patience, no? You can, of course, yung patience and going through all the details, um, something like that. For girls, you can also affirm, for example, yung earrings. When you say, I like your earrings, it's nothing to do with the person because it's all about the earrings. Pero when you affirm, like, I like your choice of earrings, then it's about the person, yung personality, no? So, personhood. And you can also affirm yung beauty ng kanyang character instead of affirming na sexy, right? Yun yung mga ganon, ano? So, merong mga affirmation that touches the core rather than just affirming yung skin deep or yung outcome of performance. So again, affirmation is about yung character, about personality, about the person rather than just the performance itself. Okay. Then equally important is affirmation, of course, yung pagiging anak at saka yung pagiging simple anak lang, no? There are parents that tends to make promises for their children, especially if um they wanted to be proud of them. So halimbawa, na pag ikaw ay nag-honor, pag ito ang ginawa mo, bibigyan kita ng bagong latest edition ng iPhone. So effort naman yung bata. And then after that, hindi nangyari. No, so what would the parents do? Simply because you promise, if the good parenting would be, even if the child does not achieve or, doesn't achieve or simply doesn't receive the honor, but he was promised, no? He was promised the, of a present, of a gift, then the parents may proceed with giving the present, not because the child or the son or daughter actually work hard for it, no? Just give the presents regardless kung naging honor siya o hindi. Simply because he is your son, simply because he's daughter, and he doesn't have to work for it. Okay, so that could be a good thing, twist for that promise. Okay, kasi hindi naman kailangan patunayan ng anak o i-earn niya yung kanyang place sa kanyang mga magulang. Kasi pagiging anak lang is already a celebration. Then the child also have to be supported in group activities outside the home. There are parents who actually enroll their kids in activities like um, music lessons, like sports, like arts, like acting, and that's an example of supporting their children, kids' activities outside the home. Okay, sa mga sports kasama din po yon. Then we also have if basic trust, independence, and initiative are acquired. No, in 3 stages of fully accomplished or acquired, the child will have this positive development. Okay, number 1, the child will have security inwardly, not just in parents or others. So, secured na siya from the parents, from other people. But in the same way, meron din po siyang security inward, sa inner self. So, yun, yung tinatawag na self-confidence, buo ang kanyang pagkatao. Then, be able to handle prolonged separation from parents because this is not the beginning of school age. Okay? So, walang trauma, walang phobia, walang separation anxiety. And then, feel confident when trying new things. See, the child will always look forward to trying new things, no? Intellectually stimulated, and then siguro yung excitement niya for activities, new activities presented. So yun po yung kanyang highly motivated ang isang bata to work on, to venture on new adventure. And then the child will also have the ability to overcome shyness with peers, like children's first play alongside and then with others. So inch by inch, sa simula naglalaro lang and then later on meron mga interactions, meron mga kwentuhan. Ang nakakatuwa po during this stage kasi as I observe my boy during this stage, the moment they meet together with the friends. Ang mga kwentuhan nila, nakakatuwa ang subject matter kasi minsan ang pinag-uusapan yung ngipin na natanggal, yung nabunot na, o kaya yung kanilang mga bagong haircut, bagong toys, yung laro nila sa cellphone, yung mga gano'n kanilang mga kwentuhan. Okay. So, they are able to share toys during this age. Hindi na sila umiiyak. Hindi sila natatakot na hindi na ibabalik yung toy. So, masaya na sila pagka maglalaro na sila. And then, neither comply with or dominate others instead of interact playing by the rules. Okay, so they don't necessarily just complying or dominating when they have to play with other kids, but of course they already aware and they can follow the rules, no? They follow the rules when playing with others. So of course, importante dito yung alam na alam nila yung no cheating. Ayaw na rin nila yan eh. Okay? Then adult issues from the stage of lacking initiative um, would be self-critical about failure. So there are adults now na without the proper developments, they have this tendency to blame themselves when they failed or when they're disappointed. Mga ano po dito yung sinisisi ang sarili or kaya yung mga self-talk, ang bobo-bobo ko naman, ang tanga ko naman. So yun po yung mga ganun, mga self-defeating talks. And then we also have another symptoms, okay, constant separation from loved ones. So ito yung tendency ng isang tao. Mayroong mga example na to, yung mama's boy, hindi nakakaalis sa saya ni nanay, laging nasa comfort zone ng bahay, o pwedeng ligaw ng ligaw, pero hindi naman nakakapag-commit for marriage, for engagement, ayun. Or kaya pwede namang nagkaroon nga ng relationship, pero you cannot sustain yung a healthy relationship kasi hindi nagko-connect. Laging papunta sa nanay. Yung mga ganun tumira, nandun pa rin kay nanay, kay tatay, pero wala siyang kakayahan para panindigan yung kanyang obligasyon. And this can be true for both, male and female. Constant separation from loved ones. Okay. Kung hindi naman si nanay, pwedeng sa asawa din. No? Yung iba nga hindi na nagtatrabaho. Okay. Then can give and take in relationships. There are also codependent relationship na pwedeng the other one is just a taker while the other one is a giver. Take lang ng take yung isa give lang ng give. And that's a kakadrain yung isa. It's a draining relationship. It's a parasitic relationship, so-called codependent. And then we have loner or antisocial behavior. Yung loner, personality niya is either totally withdrawn from the crowd, or he cannot sustain relationship, healthy relationship with others. O puwede rin yun, sa authenticity puwedeng nag-withdraw na sa tao. Um, you know, in some cases, yung when we tend to socially withdraw from people, may certain period of time na it's okay kasi that's part of ano, health care, ano, mental health care. Sabi nga natin, me time, ano. Pero when it's prolonged and um, yung reason is not justifiable, yung pagiging loner can also creates another maladaptive behavior. Kaya nga minsan nagiging loner kasi hindi adjusted yung maladaptive behavior, especially with social interaction. Socially maladjusted ang tawag natin doon. Then antisocial behavior naman to the extreme. Of course, may mga degree ito. Antisocial behavior, ito yung mga example, yung toxic, no? Sabi niya, toxic personality, minsan nakakaharas, minsan um, yung mga backbiting, ano, those are examples of antisocial behavior. It hurts people. It does not build up people. It crushes people's ano, spirit. Parang it undermines people. Pero, ang extreme po nito naman, yung tinatawag na sociopath. To the extreme. Let's take it to the extreme. Can develop yung sociopath personality. And sociopath can be very articulate, can be very sociable personality, so very sociable, very likable, admirable. But well, that's what you can see in public eye, you know. Pero the moment you ask your wife or yung kanyang family, they might just have the profile of an abuser. Pwedeng abuse ang asawa, abuse ang pamilya. Pero sa mata ng tao, very likable siya. Okay, that's one example. Then one can also be controlling and conforming. Controlling and conforming, pwedeng nakikita yan as an adult, maybe as a boss. A boss is controlling, a teacher can be controlling, a mother can be controlling, a father can be controlling, okay, siblings can be controlling, pwede po yun. So, even sa leadership, nakikita natin yung personality, mga controlling. Kaya nga meron tayong government that is controlling. Merong form of government that controls people to the extreme. Okay. Meron namang conforming. Yung conform lang, oo lang ng oo. Kasi nandun yung takot, nandun yung doubts, walang paninindigan. At kung mag-isa siya, hindi rin naman niya kaya. Kaya minsan kahit na-abuso in relationship, paninindigan niya na lang yung pagiging abuse or kaya dihado. Kasi kung mag-isa siya, parang mas lalong nawawalan siya ng kakayahan. Okay. Minsan tawag natin dyan, nagiging tuloy ang dating. Okay, that's example. Then we have another one character, which is what we call destiny malaise. And destiny malaise is ito yung tendency ng isang tao to in the lack of purpose, lack of direction in his life is what we call destiny malaise. Hindi siya makarating-rating doon sa destination niya kasi na-lost nga siya eh. Why? Kasi nga when initiative, when basic trust is not there, when sense of independence is not there, and plus the sense of initiative is disrupted, is not there, then saan siya pupunta? Anong meron siya? Okay? So, nandoon na yung opposite, yung self-doubt, yung undisciplined life, lack of motivation, yung insecurity, and all. Lahat yun, papasok doon sa destiny malaise. So ito naman, minsan, pwedeng hindi na siya nakakarating, wala nang sense of purpose, or the opposite is also true. Because of performance, pwedeng achiever. Pwede siyang achiever, pero nang nandun sa destination niya, hindi niya pa rin nakuhang ma-appreciate kung ano yung meron siya. parang laging may kulang pa rin. In fact, mayroon po mga taong nangarap, nung naging magatagumpay sa kanyang pangarap, nasira din sila. Nasira ang pangarap, pati sila nasira. Okay? Minsan yung matayog yung pangarap. Naging rich, naging famous. Pero nandoon na sila, yung kanilang katanyagan, yun din yung sumira sa kanila. Okay? Yun yung tawag na destiny malaise. Kasi kung yung kinaroroonan nila ay mga pangarap ng ibang tao, pero sila na nung nandoon na, hindi nila alam kung paano i-manage. Okay? May kulang pa rin. So yun yung kakulangan ng security inwardly and all. And marami pang iba tulad ng mga nabanggit. Kasi lahat ng ito, yung destiny malaise, will cover almost all the uh, lacking, all the lacking of basic trust, independence, and initiative. Okay, so walang pararoonan. Okay, so with that, that's the end of stage 3 of 5. Okay, thank you very much.